Bring that ass back like a boom, 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 boom.
Alright guys, this is Supernova again, Boom Traders, and this is the second part of the weekly watch list. And in this episode we'll be talking about tickers that are on breakdown. So maybe you'll be looking to short sell them, or you can buy puts, you can sell calls, you can do put debit spreads or call credit spreads or different complicated options trades. I just usually sell short, but I know many people prefer not to because of the inherent risk that short selling brings. Now let me just make a note here that when I scan for tickers to short sell, I do have two prerequisites that are absolutely a must. They're non-negotiable. So the first one is that the average volume for the past 20 days must be above 500,000 shares, so 500,000 shares, and the second one is price must be above $20. So if you are looking to buy a ticker, buy certain stocks, whatever, I might drop down the average volume to, let's say, 200,000 shares and the price be $10. Sometimes I'll even go below $10. But when I look to short sell, just because of the risk of short squeezes and so forth, I need liquidity and I need to be able to get out if, push comes to shove. So just be aware, all the tickers that I'm listing here are at least 500,000 shares daily volume for the past 20 days and at least $20 in price. So the first one that I want to start with is a recent example from our server. We alerted this ticker right here around 77.2. I was in a little bit early here. I jumped the gun. I said that this is a nice looking H pattern, and I said that I'm looking for a target right around 70, 69, 50, 70. The ticker just touched that 69.80 whatever, and it just moved back. So it was a perfect trade on the short side. The reason being for my target was this trend line right here. And also, if you look at the volume profile right here, we had some sort of support, this area, congestion. So this is what I was looking for. I still have 10% from the ticker left, basically a runner, but it looks like I might be stopped out on it. So, well, but 90% was a very successful trade. So now let's get going. And one note before I go on, there's a lot of tickers that are setting up for another run, short selling. Mostly they are coming from 3 to 4 categories. Leisure is one of them. The other one, software application, software infrastructure, where pretty much every single stock is in a short sell position. And then we have some industrials as well, like chemicals, setting up for short sell. So I'll go here, and I'm sure that there'll be more tickers that are showing up for short sell that they are for buying. You saw for the buying we have like 6 that are my favorite. Here I have a lot of favorites. So starting with Expedia, if we break this zone, which is a very nice base information. We are looking for a rather sharp move. You can see next support comes more than like 20% to the downside, and then we're just looking to break like the lows right here, COVID lows. You can see it's just very bad. It's just looking very bad for Expedia. NXPI, this is semiconductors. Wolf, the one that I showed you was semiconductors. NXPI is looking to break here as well. And for some of those tickers, you'll see we might need to switch to the weekly chart. So you just see the probable destruction that will come. So for NXPI, you can see from the volume profile, here's the next logical support. Right now we're trading 148.59. Next logical support comes at 116, 115. So there's a lot of a lot of room to go. Now I'll switch back to the daily, and this is one of the nice features for TC2000. So when I'm scrolling on the weekly, it just shows you where we are at the daily as well. So you can see this is another zone that is support, but that's at what, $96-97, and right now we're at 150. So huge opportunity here. Marvel, again, semiconductors, and I'll be charting on the weekly, so you see where the weekly shows some support, and this is the nearest, or the nearest level in terms of support. You can see it also on the daily, that's about $26 right now. We're trading at 38.10. Is it 38.10? Yeah, 38.10. So it's just crazy in terms of where this one might go to. VNO, that's right, office spaces, and this one is all-time lows, I think. Is it? Yeah. Now, okay, let me just switch to the weekly so you see what I'm seeing right here. We touched this place once, twice, 3 times. Now we're breaking, and there is some support right here at this level, which is 15. Right now we're 22.94. You can see this level right here. So this is also some recent support as well. You see, almost hit it here again, moved up, 50-day coming up. So if we break this 2150, I'll definitely be short selling to about 20 zone. See how it reacts here, and if it plunges, that's it's a great trade. Another one, low, home improvement, building materials also looking on to break. And if we go on the weekly chart, you will see what I see. If we go on the weekly chart, you see this support area right here, which on the daily looks like this. So if we break that, and I'll just draw it on the weekly, it will appear on the daily as well. You will see that the next support zone is 147. I'll just raise it just a little bit right here so we can catch those. So 150, and now we're trading 182. Plenty of room to go. Next one is Brunswick Corporation Leisure. Looks pretty dull to me. If we move to the weekly chart again, you will see what I'm seeing. We are right here. So this is some support from the falling profile, and below it there's pretty much nothing. Let's go down the list. Ali, that's credit services. Al Financial, this is just just looks just going. I mean, that's the daily chart. It's just going. There's not a proper short sell position right here. It's already broken this double low, but I think that this is it looks just terrible. I mean, you can just short sell it and place like a dollar stop and just be fine with it. There's no need to have a proper buy point where something is just plunging down, because in reality, for something to go up, you need interest, you need buying. But for something to go down, what's really enough is just lack of interest. There's no need to be real intense selling, it's just lack of interest. The only problem with this is that when there's some interest showing up and there's no selling, the stock can really rally off the bottoms very quick. So that's why I always like to have my stops in place. As I said in the previous video, if you don't have a perfect buy point, just use like a dollar stop. I use a percentage stop, 2%. It's fine for me. If I get stopped out, that's fine. 2% on a position is something I'm totally comfortable living on. So, building materials, BLDR, that was a darling right here last year. It's just moving insane. Look at this beautiful cup and handle right here. It just shot up, right? But right now it's looking very, very dull. You see there's like this contraction going, but unfortunately the reverse would have been better for BLDR. But if this breaks, we can definitely expect this to reach right around here, these levels, to like 45, 40, 46. So Still have about $10 to the downside. AGR, utilities regular electric, and this one alongside Rivian and Tesla are setting up also for short sell position. So this one doesn't look very well. See, it's bear flagging, just breaks the flag and just goes. There are some lows around this area right here, around 40 or so, and then the COVID low 35. But it just looks like it could break and just go lower and lower. Next one, CME, that's financial data and stock exchanges. Unlike Nasdaq, the ticker that we really liked for long, this one's setting up to go even lower. So that's the short sell. Obvious some resistance. We will have some actually support right here around 150. Right now we're trading 170. Well, still $20 to the downside. Beverages, soft drink, CCEP, Coca-Cola, Euro Pacific Partners PLC, that's bear flagging. You can see right here, that's obvious support at 42. Right now we're trading 47, so about $10 to go. CCJ, again, basic material sectors, industrial metals, minerals. I think that these CCJ were dealing with uranium, if I'm not mistaken. Either way, this looks like very much like a topping formation. You can see it's starting to make lower highs, and here we're getting on the lower lows on this last drop. So this looks like it's starting to roll over. There's no particular entry zone, although test of these lows and potential break could do it. But it's still something that you need to watch. Only there's entry point right here for a short sell. This huge base information, and just take a look at the weekly. And if we break, there is some support right around here, which is 29. But right now we're trading at 52. So remember, from 52 even to the lows right there, you have 38. So from 52 to 38, you have like $14. It's 25% to the downside, so there's quite a lot of potential there. Nuva, this is medical devices, same thing, bear flagging. You can see definitely the way this has been shaping up. So yeah, this moved from here to, well, let me just if I just draw, maybe I'm not gonna draw it. Okay, never mind. I just want to show you, like, you have these channels right here, and then some consolidation down, consolidation down, consolidation down. It's just a pattern that's been continued. So you can see it right here, and then going up, and then right here, going up, right here, consolidation, and going down. And then there's this break point that if it breaks, it's just another leg down. I said software, Take-Two, interactive software, this could definitely break and go much lower. You can see, and I'll switch to the weekly chart again. This just looks like it's heading downside. 100 is the next support right here, essentially break. But if we break to 100, then 94, then 84, and then I think that this is just, plummeting down. It just looks like a very topping formation. I don't have a specific short sell point. It's just a little bit wide here, but if it breaks 100, I might be a short seller. CF, that's CE, I'm sorry, not CF. CF chemicals, I told you that they're looking like, again, you can definitely see there's like the drop, there's consolidation, there's the drop, there's consolidation, and now another drop. And actually this started much higher right here, so 87 might be a short sell zone. This one, building materials, just like BLDR, you can see it's just playing with this pretty much low for the past 3-4 years. If it breaks, there's really not much going on here to be able to catch that. You can see like the void here in the volume profile, and the support actually started picking up right around 35 to 40 levels. Right now we're trading at 82, so we have like 100%. You see there's like the gap. This was probably on our bad earnings. So we have approximately, I don't know, like 100% drop could be definitely something to look for here. Tesla, if it breaks, we are right now trading right here. There's like a little inverse head and shoulders. If we break this right here, this left shoulder, if we go below this left shoulder and we aim for the head, then the next support coming right here is 180, 184, and then there's just nothing right around here. There's just nothing, 150. So we do have a lot of space to the downside. MRTX, this is biotechnology. I don't like shorting biotechnology. They just run up really fast when they do. But this one is setting up like to go really low and probably test those lows right here, which is around 40 right now. We're trading 61, so there is definitely some potential. For software infrastructure, I told you it's just a lot. Just open up this category, software infrastructure or software application, like Unity. You can see Unity is just heading for all-time lows. Actually, it is at all-time lows, definitely below the IPO price. So Unity, CNM, industrial distribution, this is going for all-time lows again. PON, software infrastructure, going for a big break right here. There's like a gap. So this is support gap, and then we going for 123. Below that is 104, and then you can see next one is 80. Hubs, software application, again breaking down. You can see making new lows right here. Datadog, software application. If we break this is right here the bottom, it's holding it right now. If we break this, there's a very fast zone. Next one is picking up at around 46 right now at 70. So still a lot of room to go. Now, if now breaks, there is actually a precise short sell point right here. Come on, I just can't catch it. Now, if we break that, we're actually hanging by a thread here. If we break this, open below that or just slide down, I think that the next obvious place to look for some support is there is 285, 286 zone right now. We're 362, so you have like 20% to go to the downside. Now again, software application, health information services, pretty much the same thing. Docs, it's just breaking. I don't like the angle here. It's a little bit, but it's just breaking. There's nowhere to stop this because we are below the IPO price and pretty much below all current support. So everybody here is basically now losing, and yeah, they either have to double down or they just have to sell, which will create more downside pressure. Rare biotechnology, again, trying to break this support. I don't think this is, let's look at the weekly. I'll just show the weekly. This hasn't traded lower, so you can see this is going for 52-week lows, actually all-time lows. Zscaler, software infrastructure, again looking just like it's already broken these lows, but it can definitely continue lower. So we are right here, and you can see if you're looking at the volume profile, this is void. So from what we're trading right now, from 110, so to speak, to 72, 73, there's absolutely nothing to stop this. X, software application, again, it's just breaking that and just going to the basing from the IPOs. Again, another 30-40% down. Okta, software infrastructure, just have to they're so down that you have to scroll out the entire range from this chart in order to be able to see them. You see that this was like a $280, $290 stock. Right now we're at 45. I mean, just look at the weekly. Just look at this. Is utter destruction. This is utter destruction. You don't find this even in crypto, I think. I mean, it's just technology, software infrastructure, software application. They've been just decimated. Software application, frog. I mean, do I need to continue to see? I mean, this has a perfect sell point right here below this 20 line. I'm just going to all-time lows. There's nothing below it. Wix, software infrastructure, creating websites. I've actually used that. I actually like the platform, but that doesn't mean anything right now. It's just going down. Snowflake application. Again, you can see this just going lower and lower and lower. I think this is the all-time. Is that the all-time low? Yeah, it's the all-time low. 110. There is some people right here, and we've righted that. If this breaks the 129, 110 is next, and 110 breaks, there's nobody below that. Coupa software, same thing. It just looks ugly. That I think that's already down. Yeah. And next support is right here at 30. Right now it's not 30 real. Hold on. Sorry. Yeah, we have next support at 30, and right now we're trading at 42. MNDY, Monday.com, software application, same stuff. It's breaking all-time lows. You don't even know where to start shorting this category. I mean, everything is short here. And we're going back to Expedia. Yeah, that's the first one. So there are a lot. I really don't have favorites because there is just a lot of destruction going on right there. But my advice would be for you, just pick a couple, like one or two, set your, well, in this case, it's not a buy limit, but it's a short sell limit orders, and place like a tight stop loss, 1-2%, and if you catch the move, you just catch it. If not, you'll be in and out and trade in just a matter of, very short time. So you don't have to worry about those trades. You don't actively try to chase them, because most of those trades, like breakouts and breakdowns, if you don't catch like the perfect pivot point, then it becomes a matter of chasing. And those ones usually violently, when they go out, break out, they break out to the upside. They'll usually come back to test the breakout zone, which is what a lot of us are calling, the second mouse. So a lot of them will just test this zone again. And if you're chasing, so you're buying like a couple of percent above the pivot point, then you have a losing trade once they start turning around and trying to, go back to the breakout point. So there's really no point in chasing. If you miss the perfect pivot point, I would say no more than half a percentage point. If you miss it, just try to find another one. There's a lot of setups all the time, different time frames. I'm just showing you the daily time frames, but if you go shorter time frames like 30 minutes or an hour, you will see that these type of setups are happening all the time, different time frames. So you can find a setup that you want, and you can just get in the perfect pivot point. Just don't chase. That's my point, I guess. So I know this is a lengthy video, but I promised this to you in our Discord server. I said I'm going to do a throughout video for the swing traders. Right now I'm focused more on day trading because it's just much easier to day trade right now. Returns are much higher day trading right now. And when day trading is more profitable than swing trading, you know that there's something wrong with the market. So from my perspective, I prefer swing trading, but when you're making more money day trading, that means that there's definitely something wrong with the market. So for swing traders, it's hard. Be careful, as I said, pick up, the best pivot, the perfect pivot point, tight stop loss, and if it doesn't work, it just doesn't work. That's part of the game. So I'll see you in the next video. Also, we have the weekend market overview coming up shortly. And if you have any questions, of course, you can feel free. You can post them in YouTube. You can come to our Discord server and chat together. A lot of cool things happening there. So I'm really inviting you there to come and see for yourself. And I hope this was beneficial for your trading. Stay safe and happy trading. Bye-bye.